Tech companies could soon play a major role in the abortion debate.
They are being drawn into the issue following the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe. There are numerous questions for top tech firms on whether they will assist local police in prosecuting abortions where it is now illegal. CBS News tech reporter Dan Patterson joins us now for more on this. Hi there, Dan. This is a really interesting question. Have any of these tech companies taken a firm stance on whether they will share user data with law enforcement when it comes to investigating abortions?
They have, Elaine. At least generally, most major tech firms have said that they have to, not just are going to, but they have to comply with legal subpoenas. Now, some firms have qualified this, including Facebook, by saying that they won't provide a full fire hose, meaning they won't turn over all user data, but they will provide groups of data or individual data when law enforcement asks for it. So the rule of thumb is to treat all apps, websites, and social media companies as though your data could be turned over. The reason for this is that it's not protected by HIPAA. So not only could it be subpoenaed, but there aren't the typical privacy protections that you might expect with a healthcare provider.
So they're worried about subpoenas from state authorities, correct?
Yeah, from state and federal authorities.
State and federal authorities. All right. So what about internal pressure at these tech companies? Are they fearful of any sort of blowback from their own employees over this issue?
Well, Tanya, there has been a ton of internal blowback at almost every major tech company. The people I've spoken with have posted on employee message boards, especially at Google, Facebook, Amazon, Microsoft, and Twitter. Historically, some of these companies have changed their policies or altered some policies when it comes to user blowback. So Google, for example, changed how they will sell data artificial intelligence programs to the federal government, the Pentagon specifically. Microsoft made very similar changes when it comes to facial recognition data. Amazon made changes about data when it comes to climate change and employee feedback. So they have been receptive to user feedback, and a lot of these message boards are things that other companies don't necessarily provide. But once again, the companies have to turn over data when it comes to legal subpoenas.
Another dimension of this, so Facebook and Instagram have also been taking down posts from users who say that they will mail abortion pills to women who don't have access to abortion in their states. What can you tell us about that, and what has the response been to some of the backlash?
They have, Elaine, and there has been quite a bit of backlash. However, we should note that this isn't just Facebook. In fact, almost every major tech company has a very similar policy, communication companies as well. And the reason for this is, I mean, look, it seems cold and calculating to prevent the sale of these types of drugs. However, when you take into account scams, counterfeits, and the criminal element of selling drugs on social media platforms, the worry that a lot of these tech companies have is that you might be seeking something that could save your life or you are in urgent need of. But people will take advantage of that and flood the market with drugs that could be even more dangerous or dangerous. We don't want to imply that these are dangerous drugs, right, but that there is a potential for abuse and misuse of these large platforms.
And of course, opening the companies up to liability as well.
That's right, Tanya.
All right. Well, Dan Patterson, thank you so much for joining us. As always, we appreciate your insight.
It's good to see you.